I'm back, and more importantly, so is Pippa. Welcome along to the next in the series of our Couch to 5K. We're into those final 2 weeks, building in to that final effort. And today, I'm going to be catching up with our wonderful volunteer, Pippa, and finding out how she's been getting on after her couple of weeks off, as well as going into the detailed training of what's in store for you for the next 2 weeks and getting you ready for that target 5K. Well, hopefully you guys have been ticking along nicely and made the most of those extra 2 weeks of training that I gave you. Well, for those who have just joined, or if you want a bit of a memory refresh of just how far we've come in this series, let's take a look back at where we've come from.
Okay, here we go, session 2, first one without Heather's supervision. So I'm halfway through now, and it really doesn't feel like we're halfway because I've just got up to like 5 minutes of running, and there's quite a big jump from 5 minutes to 35 minutes. So although I feel good and confident in what I've done so far, I am really doubting my abilities to get the next 4 weeks done and to actually do the challenge.
I found a wonderful volunteer, our production manager, Pippa, who agreed to be coached to a sub 30-minute 5K and, most importantly, share her experience along the way. So she's fitted this around her busy work life as well as filming herself, and I think you probably agree that she's done a rather good job of it. You might have also met her training partner, Wilma. Yes, Wilma is a puppy. If you haven't seen her yet, check out some of the older videos. Well, anyway, now we have reached the end of week 6, and I know there were some fairly meaty sessions that a few of you were a little bit worried about, most importantly the 25-minute continuous run. And you weren't alone. It's one that I know Pippa has been quite concerned about, and I'm dying to find out if she's managed to complete it. All right, Pippa, it's so good to have you back. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
How long did you end up having off in the end?
So in total I had about 3 weeks off, which was quite intimidating to come back after that.
And where did you pick it back up? Because I know it sort of gave you the option to see how you were feeling. So
yeah, so I picked it up about halfway in week 5 just to check if I could still run again, and then I started properly from week 6 last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that means, and I know you've been worried about it, you had the 25-minute run.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
It's all getting serious now, so I've clipped back my hair and everything. I did do it, and amazingly my stamina held up over those 3 weeks, but my pace has definitely dropped and I'm a lot slower than I was before, but I still managed it.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm really not worried about pace at the moment, especially as you've had time off. And I think that's awesome that you've managed it, because I know you were worried before you had time off, and the fact you've now done it, that's brilliant.
It was quite daunting when I saw it on the plan, and I was thinking, how am I actually ever going to be able to run 25 minutes? So I feel quite happy with myself.
You should do, yeah. Well, I think some of the viewers are probably like grateful as well, because it gave everyone another couple of weeks. So we sort of went on pause for a bit. So yeah, I think there'll be people thanking you for that. But I don't know if you can remember our last video we did together, I gave you some of those exercises.
Yeah.
Were you aching afterwards? How did you feel after those?
Yeah, I did. Like my glutes had definitely been engaged, and stairs were a little bit harder the next day. But I feel like it is helping give me a bit more power. The one I'm struggling with more is the leaning forward, because that I feel is making me run faster than I should be.
Yeah.
So I just need to work on getting that in the right position.
Okay. Well, it's great to have you back anyway.
Thank you.
Well, those of you who did watch our last Couch to 5K will have seen me go on about the importance of strength and conditioning, and I can't reiterate that enough, especially as you might want to reach the end of this programme and start to either run for longer or run faster, or a combination of both. But enough about that for now. Let's take a look at what's in store for the final 2 weeks. Session 1 is a 5-minute walking warm-up, and then your main set is going to consist of 10 minutes of jog, followed by 5 minutes walk, 5 minutes jog, 2 minutes walk, 10 minutes of jogging, with a 5-minute walking warm down. Session 2 is a 5-minute walking warm up. Your main set is going to be 30 minutes of consistent jogging, followed by a warm down of 5 minutes walk. Session 3, a 5-minute walking warm up. And for your main set, it's going to be 5 minutes of jog, followed by 2 minutes of walking, and then you're going to repeat that a total of 6 times, and finishing it up with a 5-minute walking warm down. Session 1, warm up as 5 minutes of walking, and then your main set consists of 15 minutes at jog, 5 minutes of walk, 10 minutes of jog, followed by 2 minutes walking, and then a final 5 minutes jog with a 5-minute walking warm down. Session 2 is a 5-minute walking warm up, and your main set is a 35-minute jog continuous with a 5-minute warm down at a walk. Session 3 is a 5-minute warm up to walk, and then your main set is 5 minutes jog, 2 minutes walk, but this time you're going to repeat that a total of 7 times, followed it with a 5-minute walking warm down. Like I mentioned, Pippa questioned a few weeks back, the sessions and some of these longer runs are starting to ramp up quite quickly, and a few of you are either struggling or a little bit worried about these longer continuous runs, as it's one of our viewers who sent in a message here. This message from Garth says, I've been going along with this Couch to 5K training, but have a question. I'm now in week 7, cool, and that is a 25-minute runs. It is going well, but my heart rate after 25 minutes is over 180. My maximum is about 190 and resting is 47. I am 69. Low heart rate crowd said I should be training under 150. And then he said he's managed to do it by doing 1 minute of running, 1 minute of walking. Is it harmful to have a high heart rate on these runs in the Couch to 5K? First up, that is an impressive heart rate range, but ideally you do want to be keeping your heart rate under control and making sure that you're still working aerobically, because that's really about building the building blocks now that you can then add on any speed or distance later on. So if that does mean walking, that's totally fine. Maybe try running just on flat ground, avoid any hills, anything that will keep your heart rate a little bit lower. And if you can still run any slower, I'd imagine you're already running fairly slowly to try and get your heart rate down, but pace really doesn't matter here. I've reiterated this enough, but it's about trying to make sure that it's a comfortable, kind of conversational pace on these continuous runs at the moment. And then once you reach that 5K, that target, you can start to add in some speed work or add in some longer runs, but you'll already have that great base and you'll find you'll be able to progress so much quicker. Well, like I said, it is getting tough now, and Pippa admitted that she did struggle a little bit on that 25-minute. So today it's a 30-minute run, and I'm going to do it with Pippa. I don't know whether she's going to appreciate that or not. Pippa, I'm not going to tell you how far or how long we've been going, but how are you feeling?
Okay, it's hot, but I'm definitely out of breath, so I'm hoping we've done quite a lot.
I'm not going to tell her just yet. Halfway. All right, you've done your longest run in, as we discovered. How long?
6 months.
You must be pretty chuffed with that.
I'm so chuffed. I literally don't understand how it's possible.
I am so chuffed as coach. It makes me feel really good, and to have witnessed it. I don't know if I was actually any help. I mean, was I annoying you chatting away?
No, it was actually really good because you were chatting, which was keeping me interested, but I also had the music on low for when there was no chatting, so my brain was constantly engaged.
We found the right recipe.
Yeah, 100%.
So bring on 5K. Oh, actually, yeah, we need to, so it was 4.47K.
So close.
Yeah, just another half a K and then you're there.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, I'm going to let Pippa recover there. Hopefully you guys are still on track. You've just got a few key sessions left, so make sure you nail them before the test, that 5K. And of course, we'll be back in 2 weeks to find out whether Pippa makes that 5K. So join us there. Good luck with those few sessions, and we'll see you then. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, like if you have, and remember, you can follow us on social media too.